وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ.
And we have certainly made the Quran easy for remembrance. So is there any who will remember?
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Inshallah, let us continue with our lesson. We've so far covered Ism. We've mentioned that the Arabic words have they can be split into three groups. One is Ism, and we said that Isms are nouns, adjectives, and much more than that. Fi'l, and they are the verbs, the doing words, and Harf. And Harf are those words that by themselves don't give a meaning, but they need something together with it, like in, at, on, those kind of words. Those are called Harf in Arabic. And then we said that the Ism has 4 different properties, and we've been through them, and they are firstly status, secondly gender, type, and also number. Regarding status, we said there were 3 types. Again, look through the previous lessons if you can't remember. The status, there are 3 types, and they are Raf', Nasb, and Jar. And regarding the numbers, we mentioned that they were 3 types. What I mean by that is you've got singular, and you've got the dual, 2, and you've got the plural, which is 3 or more. And then you've got type, and we've also got gender, and for gender we've got feminine and masculine. And now we've been through these status, and remember the chart again: the Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimat, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. So that's a very important chart, something you need to memorize. And then from that you should also be able to add the al. If you add al, it'll be al-Muslimu. Okay, the tanween gets dropped. Al-Muslimu. But the other columns stay the same. So al be al-Muslimu, al-Muslima, al-Muslimi, but the other one will be the same. Al-Muslimani, al-Muslimaini, al-Muslimaini, al-Muslimuna, al-Muslimina, al-Muslimina. And then also you got the light form. We talked about light dropping the noon at the end. And that would be Muslimu, Muslima, Muslimi, and it will be Muslima, Muslimay, Muslimay, Muslimu, Muslimi, Muslimi. So we talked about that, and that's something to remember. We move on to now talk about the plurals. We'll talk about the plurals. Just before that, we also talked about flexibility, and we said the ones we just mentioned now are fully flexible. We said that there are some words which are not flexible at all, and we'll go through them when they come, and there are very few of those. And then we said there's special ones, we've described as special ones, which we said they are partly flexible. And for that you need to remember Yusufu, Yusufa, Yusufa. Again, they doesn't accept the tanween, and it doesn't accept the kasra. And then moving on to, again, you should have the reference in front of you, and we're now on to page 2. Page 2 is actually page 3 because the first place is index, but at the bottom it will probably say page 2. And I want to move on to the plurals. Move on to the plurals. So we've already, in that table we've just mentioned the 9 words: Muslimu, Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, and so on and so forth. That, as you can see, those are all the masculine, and from there you can see the status. You can also see the number, because that first column is singular, second column was dual, 2, and the third column going downwards was the plural. So you've got that as well. We're going to go to the plural in more detail. And again, the feminine, we went through that as well by adding the tam al-buta, muslimatun. Again, something you need to remember: muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin, muslimatani. The ta is inside the muslimataini, muslimatani. And the plurals are different. So muslimatun, muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin. Okay? So inshallah we'll move on to the plural. We're on the second page, and it's bit where it says human broken plurals. We're on to that bit, human broken plurals. So there are in Arabic 2 types of plurals. 2 types of plurals. So when we're talking about plurals, we're talking about, remember again, when we're talking about plural, we are talking about 3 or more. So it's all, we're talking about 3 or more. Okay? So we are talking about 3 or more. 3 or more. Whenever we're talking about plural, we're talking about 3 or more. Not 2 or more, 3 or more. Okay? 3 or more. Again, because we've got the dual status. We're talking about 3 or more. So that's what we mean by plural, first of all. Plural. The one we've discussed already, in the Musliman table, that's called, and you should say that in your first page, it's called Jam' Mudhakkar Salim. Jam means plural, Mudhakkar is masculine, and Salim in sound. Okay, and we've talked about this before as well. What sound means is that the word itself does not get broken. So we had Muslimun, that word pretty much stays as it is. And when you're making it into a plural, what do we do? We add the noon, alif, waw, and noon. That's in the raf, and if it was jar, it would nasb, it would muslimina. But again, the point is this bit here stays the same, so it's not broken. This is called the sound one. So you've got the sound plural and you've got your broken plural. Okay, you've got your sound plural and you get your broken plural. So these are the sound plural. And again, for the feminine one, and again, if you go back to your previous page, you should see it. That's called jam'u muannath salim. Okay, Jam Mu'annath Salim. Again, that stays the same. Jam Mu'annath will be feminine, Salim again sound. Again, why? Because it is exactly the same. Muslimun, and instead, here we're going to have atin. Okay, atin. So that bit stays the same. Atin. Okay, don't get confused with the Tamal Buta. The Muslimun, that's the original word, that stays the same, and the atin is added on. So this one is for this one. Jam Mudhakkar Salim, and this is the Mu'annath one. Mu'annath. Okay, so we've covered the sound. So we've had the sound. So again, so we've done the sound, the Salim one, and now we're talking about the broken. One. And we gave an example of that. You've got an example of that is aqlamun. Yes? That column aqlamun, aqlaman, aqlamin. Okay? So you had, from here we've got 2. You've got your sound. It's harder to write. Let's do sound. So you've got your salim, your sound one. Call that sound. And now you've also got the broken ones. Okay, so we can break them into 2. And broken is because the opposite of that, the word itself gets broken. Okay? Word itself. Again, we've covered this, but the reason we're bringing this here, inshallah, will become a bit clearer. The reason why we're bringing it here is that this broken one can again be split up into 2. Broken plural. It can be split up into human, broken plural, okay, human, and the other one would be non-human. Human, we mean intelligent, okay? So, people, humans, jinn, angels will all fall under the human broken plural. And this is the non-human broken plural. Okay? The reason this is important is because non-human broken plural are treated as a she. Okay? They're treated as a she. Okay, let's explain what that means, and then we'll come back and explain that one there. Okay, so what do we mean by she? What do we mean by she? What are we talking about? Okay, so let's take the example of Muslimun. If we said Muslimun, okay, and we want to use, to give the example, we're going to use pronouns now. Okay, so that's to do with they, he, she, I, we. Those are pronouns. So if you want to add the pronouns, it would be they are Muslims. That's what we say in English, isn't it? They are Muslims. And in Arabic, it's the same. We'll use hum, and hum means they. Okay. Understood? So hum means they. Okay. Whereas here, for this one here, let's take a non-human broken plural. So we're talking about books. Okay, Arabic books plural is called kutubun. Kutubun. Broken plural. Why is it a broken plural? Because it comes from the word kitab. You can see the alif's been dropped, so in the middle the alif's gone. And if it was one of those, it would have had un at the end. So it doesn't have that. So this is called a broken plural. This means books. Okay? This means books. One book, if it was one book, it would have been huwa. Huwa kitabun. Huwa kitabun. I mean, it is a book. Okay? And now we're doing feminine. We're doing kutubun. So we can't use hum. We can't use hum. Hum would be incorrect. What we use? We use here. Which means she. Okay? So in English, when we're reading it, because English we're going to say, they are books. Okay? They are Muslims, or in English it's slightly, but if you're going to refer to that, or they are books, okay? They are books. That will be here, kutubun, here kitubun. But the actual pronoun in Arabic that's used is the she one. Okay? Because non-human broken plurals are treated as a she in Arabic. Understood? If you use hum, it would be incorrect. Has to be she. All non-human broken plurals are treated as she. Okay? So I hope you understood that. So if you want book, it would be huwa kitabun. Right? Kutubun is plural, but we're not going to use that because we've got a rule which overrides everything else. The non-human broken plural, we have to use here. Here, kutubun. Here, kutubun. So we treat it as a she. Treat that as a she. Okay? And the one between, which is human broken plural, like for example, messengers. Okay? For example, messengers. Messengers. We're using messengers. Let's bring that down. Okay, let's bring that down. So we use the word rusulun. Again, it's broken plural because it comes from rasulun. Rasulun. Okay? So the waw is gone, so it's broken plural. And if it wasn't, it would have been un at the end. So this is rasulun, again, broken plural. Okay, but this is now a human type. With that, we can use either. With that, we can use either. Okay? With human broken plural, we can use either. We can either say hum, rusulun, or even here. Both of them are fine. Okay? So again, a recap. Recap is first the plurals. When in Arabic we talk about the three or more. Remember that column. First column is singular. Second column, muslimani, muslimaini, muslimain is two. So this is about three or more. Okay? Would have been muslimani, muslimaini. So there's nothing to do with that. This is the three or more. That's why you got muslimuna, muslimina, muslimina. Okay? So from that, we can split up into two types. Salim, sound. Don't have to, looks like sound. That's what it should say. Sound. And from sound we've already done. We've already done those. We've covered that. Okay? And we know for that follows that matches the English. So in the sense, they would be the English. Arabic would be the they. And if it was in the Muslimatun, again you would use the right one which corresponds to the Arabic one. Okay, so that you got your sound one, so no problem there. Then we talk about broken plural. Okay, and I talked about this one first to get it out of the way and not to confuse it. So broken plurals, and broken plurals you can split up into two. You've got your non-human broken plurals and your human broken plurals. Non-human broken plurals are always treated as a she, always treated as the she. See here, so it's treated as here. Treated as here. So here, kutubun. Can't use that one. Here, kutubun. And then we got human broken plurals which can use either. So like messengers, it can be either here or it could be hum. Both are fine. Both are fine. Okay? So both are fine. And inshallah we'll continue. So now inshallah this should make more sense to you. So we're reading through it now. So we've covered the human broken plurals, which says on the page, human broken plurals are broken plurals that represent groups of intelligent beings. Okay, so again, these are intelligent beings, meaning not animals. Animals are not included in here. Humans, jinn, angels. Okay, considered as human broken plural, or you can call it intelligent broken plural. The name is not that important. And in Arabic, it's got masculine jam'u mukassir. Mukassirun, as you can say, you got the jam, the broken plural, aqilun, intelligent. Okay, and then you got gaira aqilun, non-intelligent. So it's a human. And the example they gave is the rusulun, messengers. So human broken plural is this one we talked about, and as you say, can be grammatically treated as she or what they are. So it can be used as she, or they can be treated as they are. So here in this case, hum rusulun, if it was a feminine, it would have been the appropriate one. Or again, here can be used. Okay, not huwa, here. Understood? Here can be used. And then we talked about the non-human broken plurals, and we said, like the example they gave is kutubun, and we have to use she. So non-human broken plurals include objects, and animals, etc. are included as non-human broken plurals. And that covers the broken plurals, and that bit of it really is all covered. I've added a few more bits in here just to make it complete. As I've said, this is a reference material as well. So there are the terms called ismu jama', and these are ismu jama'. Again, it's not there to follow a rule. It's just for completeness. This is mentioned there. These are words that are translated as singular but are grammatically treated as plural because they represent groups of people. So qawmun, nasun, qarnun. Okay, they're treated as singular, but the word itself is a plural, people. Okay, so understood? In English it's similar. We say people. We say people. Moving on to the next group, which is the Ismu Tasghir. This is to indicate the diminutive of anything. Diminutive, it means the smaller version of it. And again, this is a reference material, inshallah. When I mention the reference material and we go through it a little bit quicker, it is just to cover it, and we'll go through it, inshallah, more detail. And when you come back to it, you'll understand, inshallah, better, because there's some things that we haven't covered. For example, it's going to talk about here 3-letter words. We haven't covered it. Just to give you an example, what he means by that is words like alhamdu, hamdu. It has 3 letters, ha, mim, dal. That's 2-letter words. Okay, so those kind of words is referring to. And for those kind of words, the pattern that is used is fu'ailun and fu'ailatun. Again, you may not be that familiar with this. Do not worry. It's just mentioned there for completeness. And these are called ismu tasghir, ismu musaghar, and the original word is referred to as the mukabbarun. An example is given as kalbun is for dog. And if you wanted to make that into small, like a puppy, then what you do is kulaybun. And you can see that follows the pattern of fu'ailun. Again, if you're not sure what I mean by that, don't worry. We're going to cover this in a lot more details when you're covering verbs and other details. And again, you've got kalbatun and kulaybatun. And if there's a 4-letter word, and the aqrabun is a 4-letter word, meaning it's root letters the ain, qaf, ra, ba, rather than 3 letters. And then for that, you have to use the pattern for aililun. So can you see uqayribun? If you look at the vowelization, you can see it's a similar pattern to for aililun. And that is what it means by that, inshallah. And inshallah we'll end the lesson there. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.